Hi, it's Sean, the Fluency Awesomeizer. This is a quick video to help you decode big words and also give you some tips to help you spell these words. All right, I've got two words to look at today, and I'm about to show you one. I want you to read this word right out loud. Hit pause if you need more time, if you want to give yourself plenty of time, that is, and I'm going to move myself out of the way here. What is this word? All right, you think you got it? What's this word? These are two very similar words. The top word is permeated. The bottom word is permitted. If you read them both, that's great. Keep watching. This is a spelling lesson for you. There's a chance you may have thought or even read permitted when you went to read the top word permeated, which is an unusual word. Let's compare them. All right, they start exactly the same way, per, and they end with an ed. So we want to take a look at the middle. There's an M in the middle, followed by a T. In fact, there are two T's down below in permitted. So you can see the word mit with that I. Up top, there's an EA vowel pair. So you maybe even thought it said permit. But that EA is very unusual. We're going to look at that in just a moment. It doesn't say meat. It says me ate, permeated. All right, it's an unusual word. Let's look at the root of permeated. That word comes from the ancient language Latin, permeatus, or perhaps permeatus. And permeatus has two roots. Per in ancient Latin means through. Meatus means to pass or go. So from the Latin word permeatus, we use in English the word permeate. It's a verb that means to pass or go through. It's possible you haven't used this word talking among your friends, but you probably have read it. If you've read it, I'm sure you were talking about water. Water is probably the most frequent use of the word permeate. We're talking about water going through your clothes or your shoes, for example. If you go out in the rain, you'll get soaked. So you use an umbrella, which water cannot permeate an umbrella. All right, so permeate's all about passing or going through like a liquid, like water. So we have the verb permeate. To make it a past tense verb, it already has that silent E, so we just have to add a D. There we have permeated. Now, put that aside, let's look at the root word of permitted. Just like permeated, permitted comes from the ancient Latin language, and the root is permittiere. It looks like permittiere. In French, we pronounce that permittiere. And just like permeated, per means through. That old root per means through. And mittiere in Latin means send or let go. So we have the word permit, permit or permit, permit or permit in English. And the verb permit means to send or let go through. And you might be familiar with the permit, the noun permit, things like a parking permit. And if you have a parking permit, they'll let you go through a gate into a special parking area, right? So that's why they're called permits, because of the root permit. So we have the verb permit. We want to make it a past tense verb. We're going to add an ed. But if you look at this, that doesn't say permitted. That says permited. So we are going to scooch that ed over, that ed suffix. We're going to double the T. And I need to show you about that I. We want to keep that short I sound. Here's a sign language I. And this is a quick reminder I like to show young readers. If you touch your chin or think of lipstick, It's a quick way to remember that short I sound. We want to keep that short I by doubling the T for permitted. So a quick look at the syllables. In red is the stressed syllable. Permeated, as a 4-syllable word. Down below, permitted. I took one of those T's out because if you say the syllables, you don't really hear, you hear permitted. You just have to remember there's 2 T's there. All right, I'm going to set these words aside and we're almost done. Get ready to hit pause. Here's some extra practice. There's some more words here with that unusual EA vowel pair where you actually hear both vowels, EA. Hit pause, give yourself a little more practice here, and I'll be back in a second. All right, did you get all that? Pretty tricky stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can find more videos just like this one, where I help young readers in 2nd through 6th grade, and even beyond 6th grade, decode big words like these 2, and to give you helpful tips to remember when you need to spell these words. You can also follow me on Facebook. Tell your parents to follow me on Facebook at the Fluency Awesomizer. In my photos, I have lots of reading exercises just like these, and over 200 of them to give you similar practice. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time on the Fluency Awesomizer.